Hey everybody, it is I, Kevin, and the mighty, the powerful Lord Ungrim. We are in Bostwick Bay, the south end of Gravina Island, near Ketchikan, Alaska. See some of my hooligan friends out there on a three-wheeler. As a devout Luddite, I do not use these things. I use jungle boots. We're walking way over there to a creek. We're going to try to catch some cutthroat, maybe some rainbows, maybe some Dolly Varden. Do a little freshwater fishing. A couple small Dungeness crabs sitting on the beach. Ungrim looking stunning in his camouflage bandana. Ungrim. Exactly. Pretty much wearing my normal gear. A normal knife. My fairly inexpensive yet so far so good fishing pole that my buddy Thane that's over there got me for my birthday a few years ago. This thing has murdered a lot of trout. It's a pretty good sized crab leg just sitting there. Had this trip planned for the whole year. We do this trip every year, the Bostwick Bay trip. So, of course, I get sick on Friday. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, I will never understand how people carry stuff into the woods and they don't take it out of the woods. This is low-life activity. And I mean that, absolutely honestly. Carry it out of the woods, people. Come on, boy. Come on. So this tidal flat is freaking huge. You can see my new friend Ken over there with his wild animal dog of his. That's like a regular dog, you know, runs around the woods. I think I see a good place to cross that creek up there. But yeah, I still haven't got any editing software. I kind of like this way of doing this. We got 35 minutes of film. I'd say we got about 2 miles to travel, so we should get pretty close. Of course, it's not film, but you know what I'm talking about. Be my first video in some time. I've been driving a tour bus this summer, and it is an interesting job. It's one of the funner jobs I've ever had. I pretty much just talk to people and drive them around and show them totem poles and stuff. So it really meets my skill set. Talking. Come on, boy. Or do what you want. You're fine. This big flat is pretty cool. We found dead, I think it was a seal or a sea lion over there one day. My son was with me. I thought he was going to poke it with a stick and it was going to pop. It would be really gross. But my son was more intelligent than that. As you can see, the ground here is kind of strangely squishy. I think it's there's clay mixed in with this, with the sand. If it gets too squishy, I start having flashbacks of the time I got stuck in the quicksand over at Helm Bay, and I had to wait for the tide to come back in, and I got pulled on the front of Thane's skiff, which was kind of comical. Fat guy stuck in the mud, ha 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 ha. Good times. I didn't bring my glasses with me, so I can't really read this tiny screen, so we're just going to keep going. Most people come out here and they wear rubber boots, which you see me wear in most of my videos, if I mention it or if you see them. But summertime, you just can't beat jungle boots. Yes, your feet get wet. You can't stand that, Cork jungle boots are not for you. But what they do is they pump out the water. It's got channels under the sole that lets the water out. So they're kind of like the beach shoes, but with more ankle support and better traction. So I can cross anything. I'm not worried about getting wet, because I know I'm going to get wet. It's acceptance in action. You coming, boy? Now, Ungrim, the Mighty Lord Ungrim, is not much of a swimmer. So we don't know if he's a swimmer. Oh boy, that water's cold. Come on, boy. Come on. His furtive little steps through the ice cold water. This is fresh water flowing over the ocean floor. Come on, boy. You got it. Come on. Do I have to rescue you? Okay, I'll do it. Yeah, good enough. Come on, boy. Come here, I got you. Okay. Turn around. Turn around. Don't keep walking. Come here, come here, come here. Oh, God. Stop, 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 stop. Pose for the camera, boy. Say cheese. Let's see what I got on the lens. There we go. Come on, boy. We should have some other compadres coming along shortly. See the campfire in the boat. We're using a little landing craft, which we've never used out here before. Normally we come in a 21-foot skiff. But, boy, that three-wheeler comes on and off. That landing craft, a treat. Get him, boy. But man, you could not ask for a better day. Really, it's not too hot. It's probably, I don't know, 55, 60 degrees, which is hot for us Southeast Alaskans. I'm wearing the lightest possible fishing shirt I could find. And I mean it just like that. I had to go to Walmart and a couple other stores, and everyone had lightweight fishing shirts, but they were all pink and stuff. Hey buddy, you are pretty well camouflaged right there. Yeah, you are. Wow, he looks like a piece of gravel, a little crab. Come on, boy. Now see, there's a lot of clams and mussels and stuff out here. We generally don't eat those after the last freeze of the year. The state used to test for paralytic shellfish poisoning. Red tide, the locals call it. But they don't test anymore, so they just proclaim every beach is unsafe to eat, as opposed to testing and then proclaiming what it actually is. But this will probably be the first time you'll hear me say anything bad about the government. Every government. Hey boy, keeping up? I kind of worry about his little feet on these barnacles. Barnacles are sharp, but he's a dog, so I'm not that worried. Splash, splash, splash. Oh, here they come. I thought there was going to be 3 of them. I only see 2. Huh? Ungrim's looking for dry ground. Yeah, before COVID, we used to go out and do a spring clamming trip out to Tatoosh Rocks. Maybe I'll get a video at Tatoosh sometime later in the year. The reason I quit making videos is that I kind of more or less didn't want to keep doing the same adventure over and over again. And I don't own my own boat, because if I did, then we'd all be fishing by ourselves. Believe it or not, I like the company of humans. Talking to this camera or talking to that magnificent beast right there, you do not get a great deal of feedback. You can see I'm on the trail of the Alaskan hillbilly. It's easy to find and follow their trail. What are you doing, boy? Oh, look, you're looking like you're getting kind of happy there. Here, good boy. So I did bring lunch or breakfast or whatever it's going to be on this trip. It's really early. It's well, it's actually after 8 now. Low tide's straight up at 9. But, I mean, I was up at 5 this morning. Because the sun comes up around 3:30. And then Ungrim needed some water about 4. So I was like, When he runs out of water, he will just paw my face. He ain't got time to wait. He's a busy dog, big plans. You see a little landslide on that hill up there. I mean, this is about as wide open a space as you're gonna get in southeast Alaska without being on the water. We may see bear today. We may see deer. Most likely see some kind of weasel, not weasel. Mink, marten, stoat. I always like stoats. They're cute. They're little white ferrets. They're actually smaller than a ferret. And they don't change color in the summer. They stay white all year round. We're 17 minutes into the walk. I do not even think we're halfway. Now here's where my buddy Thane rides up and offers me a ride. And I'll say, no thanks. And then he'll be like, are you sure? Let's see if I nailed it. What are you doing there? This thing looks like it's got some kind of image stabilization. I'm almost certain my camera's smarter than I am. Yeah, I hope the camera can't hear me breathing hard. I'm still pretty stuffed up. Almost bought some sushi for the trip. Not really so much for the sushi, but for the wasabi. Wasabi is the instant nasal cavity cure. Medicinal wasabi. That's right, you heard it here first. Red Dog Outdoors. Medicinal wasabi. Oh. And this morning, I was, well, how do I say this? I was taking a crap. And a bunch of moss was sitting there. And it's somewhat moist from the dew. I've got toilet paper. But instead, I used the moss. It worked fantastic. So, like one swipe of the moss, and then pretty much you're just using the toilet paper to get rid of the rest of the moss. Worked great. I've been wasting toilet paper all these years. The first swipe is the moss. That's right, folks. You heard it here first. Red Dog Outdoors, talking about poop. So I was going back to my job as a tour guide. So they're actually paying me to talk and walk around in the woods around here and talk about the woods. They're giving me money for that. That's what I do for free on my own time. What is that? camera's gonna be able to see it. Yes, I realize there's a zoom function, but I also realize that I can't see the screen because of the glare. So we got a limit of 2 fish today, I believe. They got to be 12 inches or bigger. So we usually limit out pretty quick. Last year, everybody but me caught a fish on their first cast. And I think the reason I didn't was because my lure was kind of janky and the tail wasn't spinning right. But the lure I always use is really simple. It's just a little rubber plug with a little lead head on it. And man, it murders them. I used to have little white ones, and I can't find the little white ones anywhere. If anybody finds some, I couldn't find them at Cabela's. I couldn't find them at Bass Pro. I think they're the same company though. The local store was, I told them what I wanted and they couldn't fucking find them. So I might just have to start cutting bigger ones smaller. Can you 3D print rubber? It's just absolutely quiet out here. Ooh, it startled me. Had some geese fly over this morning. I guess they roost right there in the lagoon right next to the campsite. I'll probably do a video later in the campsite. It's just gonna probably be just shenanigans. I don't know. It might have a different YouTube rating. It might not even be allowed depending on where the humor goes. We do have a few beer left and some vodka left, so we'll see what happens. Yeah, I wouldn't miss this walk. Oh, what do I mean? I want to do this walk. I do not want to make this walk shorter, faster, or anything. This is exactly what I'm here for. It's exactly what the human body was designed for. Man, what a day. We got really sharp cliff in that rock. That is one steep mountain. Kind of reminds me of a mesa down in Arizona. A friend of mine actually took a picture of this area a couple weeks ago and posted it online, asking someone to guess where it is, and I knew, Bostwick, because that was in the picture. Oh, I wonder what these trails are. Oh, well, it stops, I guess. No. Yeah, I lost it. Yeah, there's some more trail there. That might just be driftwood washing out to sea. Who knows? Yeah, see, my feet just got wet, and You'd think it would be miserable, but cold water hitting your feet when you're walking around in boots is downright refreshing. You can see the woods there straight ahead. That's the mouth of the creek. I might be there before this video times out. Yeah, I look forward to this trip from the day I get off the boat from making it to the day I get back here. These massive boulders sitting on the beach. Well, that stump must be ancient. Probably just not chewed up. Or probably just not gone. It's always curious to see the creek every year. Last winter we had one of the biggest storms I think we've ever had that caused a landslide that killed some old boy in town. So the creek, it will be different. You see some of my earlier videos this year on the Lunch Creek Trail going up that, showing the damage left by that same storm. I thought Thane was coming back. I guess not. What is this? Oh, deer tracks. Pretty good sized doe. Or a doe and a smaller one. We'll cross the creek exactly where she crossed the creek. No, we won't. Let's go up here. We gotta cross this creek one more time. So we'll try to find a place shallow enough so I don't have to pick up Ungrim. So I kind of think he looks forward to being carried places. He's kind of spoiled. Come on, boy. That water will be drinkable here in a minute. Tidal areas are kind of fascinating to me. They're kind of, it's like they resurrect themselves every time the tide goes out. And then every time the tide comes in, it turns back into the maritime. I see there's a little fish fry in here that are probably not going to survive this little area going dry today. Such is life. I think Ungrim wants a ride.
All right.
No, thank you. You're on camera, I guess you figured that out. I was half right. He didn't do the "Are you sure?" See if those other yahoos walk or take the ride. Come on, Ungrim, let's get in this grass. It looks like there's a lot of litters washed up on the beach here. There are some pretty amazingly irresponsible boat people that just throw everything overboard. Remember when I first got up here, my brother and people were willing to drink beer on the boats and then rip the beer can so it sinks. Like, well, that's a great idea and all, but how about just not throwing the beer can in the ocean? What are you, some kind of environmentalist or something? Yeah. I try not to crap where I live. See, this would be a pretty sketchy spot right here if we had snakes. We have 0 snakes. I think I see Rick up there. About maybe 150 yards out. But this deer, I mean, just came through. This tide's only been out for an hour. I mean, off this part. I do have a circle light coming, so I'm going to be doing some looks at gear. Don't really do reviews so much as I like showing people what's available. You know, like canteens. What's the best canteen? Well, just have a canteen. Is it durable? Does it have a cup? Does it hold up to abuse? This is what's important. Whether it's a brand new Nalgene bottle or you know, like the various, I have a Swiss canteen, the Yugoslavian canteen, and today I just took my Yugoslavian canteen out of my pack because the cup that comes with that holds 2 water bottles perfectly. Problem solved. Problem staying solved. I didn't bring my water filter with me because I'm certain I'm not going to need it. I got 32 ounces of water. Probably going to be about, oh, I don't know, maybe a 4-hour trip up here. I think these guys are probably trying to fish this. Uh-oh, Ungrim, what'd you find, buddy? Ungrim loves having a big territory. These little mounds remind me of little pucker mounds in the high desert in California and Arizona. Be weird to the tidal flat. Reminds me of high desert. I think Ungrim wants a ride. Like, why isn't that guy walking? A lot of deer action out here in the last couple hours. Oh, they probably saw those deer when they got down here on the 3-wheeler. There's a really pissed off bird. There's a lot of birds having chicks right now, so you'll hear angry birds all the time. Oh, there's the deer. See the 3 deer? Probably not. Let me see.